Hi, welcome to Glass of Water, a show where we talk about certain given subjects about gaming. My name's Chris.
And my name's Edward.
Today's Glass of Water will be about Hi-Rez and their video game, Smite.
For those who don't know, Smite is an online multiplayer battle arena, where there are usually 2 teams of 5 characters. In this case, gods, and they battle for victory.
Sounds like a lot of fun, right? Playing as your favorite mythical god and fighting other mythical gods.
You'd think so, but there are always those characters that just suck the fun out of the game, and we're here to judge if they truly are overpowered. First up, Ao Quan, Dragon of the Eastern Sea from the Chinese Pantheon.
As a humanoid-looking dragon with a magical sword, you'd think they'd give him some really impressive things to do with his sword, right? Well, only one ability of his actually fully utilizes his sword, and even then, it's nothing but a simple swing, but with a dragon floating around it. Not gonna lie, I love his...
Ao Quan is one of the most overpowered gods. He has a get out of jail free card when things get hairy. He can slow you down with just one hit. You're getting away with 20 health? No, he'll just pull out magical flying dragon and kill you. Verdict? Hella guilty.
Okay then.
Sorry, I got carried away. The next god is... Loki?
Rude.
Sorry. That was a little too much.
Anyways, now back to Loki. Loki is quite honestly the most annoying thing you will ever see, or not see, in the game. He has low health, sure, but that really doesn't benefit the opposing side even when he's low, because he can just turn invisible and run away with his increased movement speed. His decoy can easily distract and kill minions, so he can get a final hit on an enemy god. His steroid, or ability buff, gives him 300 more damage, plus the power he already has on hand, which would be around 400 by the time he's finished buying all his items. And finally, his 4th ability. His ultimate can attack anyone instantaneously while dealing a lot of damage and leaves a target stunned for 1 second. Doesn't seem that long, but it really is when he can just attack you from behind and kill you in that very second. The verdict for this trickster, guilty.
Now it's time for the worst of the worst. The nastiest of the nasties. It's...
a living block of ice.
I was getting to that. Thanks. The hell?
What's up, guys?
Andrew, what are you doing here?
Well, I have a thing or two to say about Ymir. Mind if I join in your little podcast?
Go ahead.
Okay, first off, Ymir's ice wall. I hardly think that over 100 units of length to put the wall is fair in any way whatsoever. Plus 6 seconds for it to stay developed? I think not. Then on his second ability, he just grows a big 70% of his magical power, and then he goes full tank, causing utter and putting a 35% slow on you. You know, his breath stunning you for a whopping 2 seconds. That's the longest stun in any regularly used ability. And on top of all that, scales to 50% of your magical power. And Hi-Rez also thought it would be a good idea to give a tank guardian a damage passive. And guess what? Whenever he uses any of his, he gets a 100% damage increase in his basic attacks. And now, guess why he can play middle lane? This has the logic of an And the last part? Oh boy, get ready for his ultimate ability. This has an aerial effect of damage, wide-spreading and slowing anyone in its grip. And if this racks up to a whopping 1,100 base damage. That is half of a fucking mage late game. To top it all off, 150% magical power used on his ultimate ability. I have no idea what that everybody took in the room to let this be passed to actually exist in this game. 100 for 50% scaling on a f***ing Guardian is horrible. Calling it overpowered is an understatement. This is an abomination to the game. I'm done. Carry.
thank you, Andrew, for your input. We'll talk with you later. With that all said, I hope Hi-Rez learns from their community and just the strengths of these characters. Thanks for watching. I'm Chris.
And I'm Edward.
And we need a glass of water.